9 to 5 jobs. Some people hate them, and if you love them, you're kind of psycho. But this video is why every 9 to 5 job feels like a life sentence. Let's go.
Welcome to your new life sentence, also known as your 9 to 5 job, where the only crime you committed was needing money to survive.
Facts.
Congratulations. You now get to spend the best years of your life trapped in an office, surrounded by artificial lighting, pointless meetings, and Karens arguing how their Excel spreadsheet isn't printing correctly, and demanding IT department to drop everything to fix it.
Oddly enough, working remote jobs, meetings, can be the best part of the day. It can be. Not if it's like cameras on. If it's cameras on and like you have to actually participate, count me out. But if it's cameras off, mic off, and you're just yapping and presenting something, give me the meeting.
Because obviously, their work is more important than anyone else's. Well, back in the day, work was simple. You worked, you got paid, and then you went home. Blue-collar workers built skyscrapers, and people respected them for it. Your job actually mattered.
That's what I'm saying.
Out, and that was it. Your boss wasn't sliding into your DMs at 10 p.m. with a quick request. Then the 1980s happened. Wall Street, finance bros, and the rise of corporate America. Suddenly, college was the only way to be successful, and office jobs became the dream. And with that, the soul-sucking 9 to 5 grind was born.
I don't know why, even though I kind of like knew where he was going with this, it just made me cringe just thinking about like wearing a suit and tie and being in an office. I almost just jumped off of the nearest cliff. But when he said like not like jobs used to mean something, bro, that's the thing about these like 9 to 5 jobs these days. It's like most of these jobs don't mean anything. It's like we're doing nonsense, and I don't understand why I'm here. Like, can we do good things for the community anymore?
So, every workday starts the same way. Your first punishment, the morning commute. You sit in traffic for an hour, gripping the steering wheel while listening to a podcast about financial freedom that reminds you how not financially free you are. Also ironic because you're currently spending money just to get to work. Gas, coffee, overpriced parking, it's all a part of your sentence. You haven't even clocked in yet, and you already feel like you need a vacation. But don't worry, the real fun begins when
it almost starts to feel like we're going to work to pay for going to work. It's like people will need their coffee in the morning so they have enough energy for the day. People need to put gas in their car so that they can go to the office. People need to spend money on a suit so they can be fit for the job. It's crazy.
you step into the office. Meetings. Lots and lots of pointless meetings. Your calendar is somehow full before you've even opened your laptop. And what's on the agenda? Nothing important. Just 3 hours of people pretending to care while your boss drops corporate buzzwords like, let's circle back on that, or we're optimizing for stakeholder alignment. Basically, a whole lot of words that mean absolutely nothing, but somehow still require a follow-up meeting. And yet, despite all this so-called collaboration, you walk out of the meeting with more questions than answers. Which brings us to the ultimate scam, fake work. You're not breaking your back in 100-degree heat, and you're definitely not saving lives. No, your suffering is mental. Because deep down, you know that half of what you do doesn't actually matter. If you stopped working today, the world would keep turning. But if the janitor stopped working, absolute chaos. And yet, the janitor is making way less than Chad from marketing, who just spent 3 hours designing a PowerPoint about brand engagement that nobody...
That also is the crazy part. The important jobs pay the least, like teachers, police officers, firemen, grocery store workers, like all the important mail carriers, all the important people who do important work make dog shit money. But then the people who make more money are people who do bullshit. Like, I know so many people who work at these corporate jobs and they legitimately have like 1 hour of work that they actually have to do in a day, and they'll get it done in like the first hour and then bullshit the entire day. And I'm like, why are we even here? Like, why am I even at work just to fake like I'm working? Like, you're literally robbing me of my time. Like, oh my God. It makes no sense to even get paid by the time you work. It should be by the quality of work that you do. It's like, who came up with this?
Will ever read. By now you're starving. Good news? You technically get a lunch break. Bad news? Lunch breaks are a myth. Sure, the company handbook says you get a full hour, but in reality, it plays out more like this. You spend 20 minutes waiting in line for food.
Facts.
Right as you take your first bite, your boss sends an urgent Slack message. Carol from accounting corners you in the break room to tell you in excruciating detail about her cat's gluten allergy. Tastes like capitalism. However, the finish line is in sight. The workday is almost over, except it never actually ends, because you're on salary, which means your boss can email you at 9 p.m. with a quick favor. And you better respond, because if you don't, Steve from IT will. And suddenly, Steve's getting that promotion you always wanted. But let's be real, that promotion won't save you. It just means more work, slightly better pay, and a fancier title that makes you feel...
I remember as a kid hearing about people talk about promotions. I always thought it was like the biggest thing, like the highest achievement. Like, bro, I'm getting a promotion at work. Realistically, you get paid a little bit more to do a lot more work. It's all a bullshit game, and I'm tired of it. I'm tired.
Feel important while you rot inside. Studies show that the average worker puts in an extra 9 hours of unpaid overtime every week, thanks to emails, Slack messages, and the always-on work culture. So even when you're off the clock, you're never really off. And just like that, another soul-crushing day comes to an end. You get home, exhausted, too drained to enjoy the few hours of free time you have left. Maybe you watch an episode of something, scroll on your phone, and suddenly, boom,
back
it's
to work.
Midnight. You swear you'll wake up early to be productive, but the alarm hits like a brick. And before you know it, you're back in traffic, back at your desk, back in another pointless meeting. It's a never-ending cycle.
Facts.
Wake up, work, go home too tired to live, sleep, then repeat.
Like
and before you even realize
trap.
it, 40 years have passed, and they give you a plaque and a $20 Starbucks gift card as a thank you for sacrificing the best years of your life. That's why every 9 to 5 feels like a life sentence. You're not just working a job, you're serving time. So, for as long as we can remember, society has drilled one thing into our heads. Go to college, get a degree, land a white-collar job, and you've made it. Meanwhile, blue-collar jobs, plumbers, electricians, construction workers are dismissed as lesser, even
These
though
days,
they keep the world running.
college is
Why?
pretty pointless
It all
with
comes
AI
down to
and
status,
shit.
comfort, and a whole lot of outdated thinking. We've been sold the lie that a degree is the only path to success, but in reality, it often just leads to student debt and a low-paying office job where your biggest accomplishment is surviving another pointless meeting. Meanwhile, the guy who skipped college, learned a trade, and built a skill, he's making 6 figures with no debt and no need for a LinkedIn profile. Then, there's the clean versus dirty stigma. Society glorifies sitting in a chair under fluorescent lights while looking down on jobs that require actual skill. But who's really winning?
No, but like dead ass, what the fuck is that all about? I'm starting to realize like anybody who doesn't work the typical 9 to 5 job, there's people who just bitch about it. Like I'll see people in the comment section. Like let's say somebody's like they're like a digital marketer and they're making like a TikTok video, and they're like being cringe or whatever. In the comments, people would say, "Bro, it's time to get a job, bro. Like, what are you doing? It's time to get a job, bro. Like, what I'm doing is a job." Like, people will look at people who do anything outside of the typical 9 to 5 and say, "Hey, bro, just go get a job. What are you doing? Go get a job, bro. You're so dumb. Go get a job." Y'all are brainwashed. Y'all are idiots.
Here, the guy drowning in emails, pretending to be busy, or the one staying active, working with his hands, and getting paid well for it. And let's not forget the corporate ladder illusion. White-collar workers are told if they grind long enough, they'll climb to the top. But the truth is, the ladder has missing rungs. That promotion might never come, your raise won't keep up with inflation, and the job at the top, already taken by the CEO's nephew. Meanwhile, skilled workers actually move up, starting as apprentices, gaining experience, and even running their own businesses. So, how do you escape this life sentence? Well, you've got 2 options. First, go full survival mode, quit society, enter the woods, build a cabin, and hunt for food like it's the 1800s. Honestly, if everything goes to shit,
Shout out to
that's
the movie.
my plan.
Shout out to the movie Into the Wild. If you've never seen it, go watch it. In a quick 10-second snippet of what the movie is about, it's based on a true story. Dude hates society, burns everything he owns, and just goes into the wild to go live out there. Great movie. It's in my top 10.
B. Otherwise, stay in society, but break the norms. Start building on yourself. Find your purpose and chase that passion. There are so many creative, meaningful careers that don't involve sitting in a cubicle pretending to care about brand engagement. Think about it this way. If your job really mattered, the world would feel it if you suddenly stopped working. If you could disappear tomorrow and nothing would change, you're in the wrong place. That's exactly what one of my old colleagues realized. We were stuck in the same office job, but his passion was fixing cars. At first, he just took side gigs from coworkers, changing tires, doing small repairs. Eventually, the demand grew, and now he quit his office job and runs a successful car business without a degree, just by mastering a skill and going all in. My point is, the whole dream of the 80s office life, suits, water coolers, pointless meetings, and Karens fighting over thermostat settings, is outdated thinking. That version of success was built for a different world. We're in 2025 now. The internet, digital tools, creative industries, and remote work have completely rewritten the rules. You don't need to beg for a promotion anymore. You can literally create your own opportunities. No, I'm not saying you need to rage quit your job, throw your tie in the trash, and start a YouTube channel tomorrow.
I would.
Though, tempting. But if you take the time to build a skill that makes you irreplaceable, whether that's creative, technical, hands-on, or even niche as hell, you'll always have doors open. That's the kind of leverage no corporate title can give you. And some people genuinely love the white-collar jobs. The structure, the team environment, the predictable routine. If that's your dream, go for it. But before you lock yourself into a cubicle for the next 40 years, ask yourself one thing. Is this path truly yours, or just the one you were handed? Because here's the truth. The world doesn't reward the most educated anymore. It rewards the most useful. Degrees might get your foot in the door, but skills are what keep you in the room. And at the end of the day, when the Wi-Fi cuts out or your toilet floods, Chad from marketing isn't the one fixing it.
That was a pretty good video. He kind of broke down like a lot of like the reality of 9-to-5 jobs. I agreed with like pretty much like everything this dude said. Yeah, pretty much. Like he was right. Like it's basically two options. Like just like completely like disregard society if you hate this and like just go rogue and do your own thing, or you still play the game but like go the path of doing the thing that matters the most to you. Both are hard in their own ways. It might seem pointless to do any of the three, right? Because you start looking at life weirder and you're like, what's the point of doing any of this? It all leads to the same place, just more pointless shit. And while it is true, I think it's just try to find as much enjoyment, follow your heart, follow your soul to the best of your ability.